Are we excited? Yes. Are we getting ready to get our crazy on for the festive season? Yes. Who literally feels like they go crazy over the silly season? Yes. Who loves it anyway? Yes. Right? So let's make this ride really joyful, hey? Why not? So what are some of the oils that you turn to bring sanity back? Each of us is different depending on our heart song on any given day, right? So sometimes we're leaning in for something over here, and other days we just can't get enough of something over there. Do you agree? So what is it in us that has us changing and wanting for more of this and less of that? What is it in our emotional spectrum that has us magnetized toward certain essential oils? It's the song of the essential oils. It's the song of our hearts. It's what's happening in our mental body and what's being reflected in our physical body. Okay? So we change moment to moment. We're constantly changing. Agreed? So it goes without saying then that our oil selection is going to constantly change. Think of it this way. Do you find sometimes you crave certain types of food to nourish you through something that you're going through? Yeah? Okay. So what we're going to explore now is allowing our hearts be guided by a certain song found within the essential oils. Okay, so these essential oils are our personal collection. If any of you really wants one of these, just ask me. I'm really generous. Please don't let them just walk away. Don't sit with that karma on you. I'm going to be passing around Melissa and Roman chamomile today. My trust in you is very great. Kind of. It has just a few drops within them. So I'd really love to share them with you so you get to feel them and feel their song. Because soon you're going to make a decision, a choice as to whether they're essential oils you want to invest in. And I haven't taught much on those oils because they haven't been available. Let's start with the journey home to love and tweak it with a little melody created by doTERRA called Forgive. When we take that journey inward in that inner spiral to meet the dragons that those of you started meeting in this morning's session, the Born Awesome session. As we begin that journey, we sometimes find things within us that we didn't remember were there, or that we thought we had dealt with. Has anyone come across this before? Do any of you find yourself whipping yourself over something over and over again and you're like, seriously, have we not dealt with that? I do, definitely. Right? I was just asking myself that yesterday. I was sharing with Jessie. Really? Are we not done yet on the whole body image stuff? I thought we had nailed that again. It's still there, it's still there. We're so cruel to ourselves, we're so hard on ourselves. So how about we take the song of Forgive and we roll Forgive over that part of ourselves that holds the most unforgiveness. Can we do that? Can we take that Forgive and talk to it and just say, take us on a journey. Break me down. Bring me to my knees. Bring me to that sweet place of surrender so that I can just be on bended knee and release and say, make me a vessel of your peace, of your love. Is anyone courageous enough for this? It takes a lot of courage. We've got one person, Lily, thank you. Who else is up the back? Yeah? It takes a lot of courage. So take the Forgive and weave some geranium in with it. Now geranium is going to work with helping the heart to feel whole again. Return us to a place of love, taking us out of lovelessness. She also works really beautifully with anger, holding on, right? So forgiveness and geranium take us deep into whatever it is or whomever it feels inside of us that we need to forgive. Now, our left brain could be going, oh, there's no one to forgive, right? We know logically there is never anyone to forgive, and I really believe that in my heart. But the human heart that sits right about here, that chakra that most people focus on, is quite fickle, and it feels the pain, right? It gets clogged up in the mud. So layer the peace, that gorgeous new touch oil. I'm passing around the emotional aromatherapy kit, already suspended in the fractionated coconut oil in those roller bottles. So they can go directly on the skin and then just layer a drop of geranium over that. Right? And then you can take your Frankie boy, because what's life without Frankie boy? And you just, not even a full drop, just wave your finger like this and place a drop of him over the top of your heart and layer with Console. Who's worked with Console before? Yeah, they can use them. You don't have to, but you can put them on. These are my collection for you guys to roll on. So now we take Console, and after we put a drop of frankincense over the heart, we're going to now layer a drop, just a little smidge like this, of Console over the upper heart chakra. So this brings us into unconditional love. So you can imagine, see or sense in the way that you do a beautiful bridge. Ariel and I have a gorgeous rainbow bridge of love going from this heart to this with beautiful gold light. That's God's light flowing from one heart to the next, bringing it into oneness, bringing it into balance, helping us to remember who we really are, and love is all that's real. So Console has some beautiful essential oils in it, like the pure rose, osmanthus, really powerful healing essential oils in there, beautiful flowers that take us on that journey back to wholeness. You'll see in those beautiful religious depictions of old, the beautiful Madonna or Jesus with the big open heart, sacred heart, we call it Sacre Cuore or Sacre Coeur, and that sits there. So the energy of the rose oil, if you have rose, does anyone have rose in the room? Or you can take the Console which has the rose in it, and if you're not into the Console and you don't want to work with her, you can work with Whisker. The Console is really powerful, and you take that and you place that over the heart, layered with frankincense. Because see, frankincense brings us back to our truth. Right? The truth of who we are, of why we're here, the truth of life. So we can start to hear that and plug into that again. Isn't that sweet of him? He also takes us in his arms and he reminds us that this too shall pass. So no matter what we're going through, no matter what it is we're telling ourselves or not telling ourselves, no matter what it is we're not giving ourselves enough of, we can allow ourselves to be replenished once more with that grace that comes with working these essential oils. These doTERRA essential oils, I've got to tell you, it's pure grace in a bottle. You agree? It's like God's grace working through us. They just come in on that high vibration. Yeah? Now, to support yourselves, you want to look at using some real grounding oils. So I've been working a lot with geranium and balance combined. So you do an aromatic dressing, you take one of those beautiful wooden aromatic dressing bowls created by Wild Oils. Right, you'll find them on Facebook and they're up the back there, Wild Oils. No trees, there you go, he's holding it up at the back. Here's our aromatic dressing bowls created just for you. So no trees are felled for these creations, just so that you know. It's what is given to the earth and they're created into these boxes, boards and bowls. So extra love medicine. Why am I telling you that? It's so important to me. Right? Because we are aromatically dressing. So you take 10 mils of fractionated coconut oil, enough for the whole body, and you put, now remember the balance oil, the grounding blend is already suspended in fractionated coconut oil, so you can put 3 to 6 drops in there. Then you just need 1 or 2 of geranium. Remember, she's going to work with the heart, she's also going to work with the hormones for both men and women. Helps bring us back into balance, helps remind our body of its own natural cycles. So you can use those 2, or you can do something extra and add some extra gifts for yourself and add some white fur. So next to Frankie Boy, white fur, although spike nuts coming in really close to those 2. White fur is in a lot of my blends. He helps to clear that which no longer serves us. He is strong. He is steadfast. He stands as the sentinel of the forest. He has our back. When Frankie Boy encompasses us, cocoons us, holds us, carries us, 5 first stands just about here, holding and radiating and loving no matter what. He helps us to dissolve the shackles from the past, present, and future that would tether us to something or being someone that we really aren't. He helps to relinquish us from that hold that we often insanely hang on to a story that we can't even relate to anymore. His story, her story, that happened in the past, even if that was a birth ago. So let's come into what is right now. Now the big trees, they help us to breathe, to take a deep breath, to accept the gifts of the universe, to accept and hear the song of the Great Mother, to accept God's grace. Right? So as you work with these essential oils and you play with them to keep you sane and those you love sane over this time, you're also helping to remind your body, mind, and emotions that you love them, that you're magnificent just as you are. Isn't that so much nicer than some of the crap we tell ourselves? Just think about some of the things you say. Now try and, have you got a statement? Has someone got something that they say? Anyone in the room, or am I the only one that tells myself horrible things? Yeah? Can I see a show of hands of everyone who says something? Okay, now try and turn it around. So take that statement and imagine a small child saying that to you. Mummy, auntie, or they're just looking at you because they trust you and love you, and they're saying, I don't like myself because whatever it is you say. Because I'm too fat, I'm too ugly, I'm too dumb, I'm not smart enough. Right? Whatever it is. Have you got it? Now, how can you help that child to turn that statement around so it becomes a statement of power or empowerment? Go on, close your eyes. Hear the statement, feel the statement in your bones. Feel where the pain of that statement sits. Because it does manifest as pain in the body somewhere. It could manifest as sleeplessness, digestive issues, pain in the back, in the neck, in the head. Where is it? Now try and turn it into a statement of power. Let's see if you can trust yourselves enough to do this, yeah? Can I see a show of hands of those who are turning their statements around? How's it going, yeah? Fabulous. So does someone want to give me an example of the statement they had and how you turned it around? Yep, go for it.
I'm not good enough.
I'm not good enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Beautiful. Who likes that one? Yeah? Great. What else? Have we got another one out there? Jacko.
Not worth it.
I'm not worth it.
And your worth cannot be measured.
Your worth cannot be measured. Amen. I love that. These are two that so many of us can relate to, yeah? One more? Yes.
I'm lazy.
I'm lazy.
You're not lazy. You don't put energy into things that
So put it in the I. Yeah, so I am. You said I'm not lazy, so now make your power statement.
I'm not lazy. I put energy into things I care about.
I'm not lazy, I put energy into things I care about. Yeah. If you feel empowered by that, yeah. Or take away the word lazy completely and say I am energized or I am motivated by the things I care about. I move forward or I create with the things I care about. Does that help? Now I want you to see, feel or sense, imagine in the way that you do an essential oil or blend walking towards you to help you to remind you of that statement. Whatever that is, remember it. Smell it as you say the turnaround statement, whatever you flip that into, and create an aromatic anchor. So when you work with those oils, you have something to carry you forward. Does that help? We need to use these oils. They're really, really powerful. Now I'm going to pass around these three together. So if you haven't been to one of my classes before, you just take the three like this, and you're going to breathe them in. And we have lavender, patchouli, and ylang-ylang. Oh, listen to that song. You'll love that song. Okay, so lavender. She's the duvet of the aromatherapy kingdom. She'll wrap you up and make everything feel okay in that moment, right? She heals wounds. She nourishes us. She feeds us. That's why we so often put her on the skin. Yeah? Really good food for the body, for the soul, for the heart. Ylang-ylang. She giggles into our heart. She helps us to connect with that childlike wonder and awe of life again. Connects us with the unconditional heart. Helps us to get our creative on and to tap back into that unlimited source of energy that comes from creation. And then patchouli, grounding, earthing, deeply penetrating. Interestingly, patchouli is a deodorizing and cleansing oil, so a really good one to clear out that which no longer serves us. Clear out the stink from our lives. Yeah? And these three here that I have, cypress. Who likes working with cypress? I know Jacko mentioned it, yeah? So here we have cypress, peppermint, and grapefruit. Now at a physical level, this makes for a kick-ass foot soak. Sore, swollen, hot, tired feet, sensational. Throw in some Epsom salts. Disperse the essential oil molecules, make it into a foot bath for yourself, right? You don't really want to be bathing your whole body in peppermint, folks. Ouch on the bits that have no rights to be going ouch. Right? So just do a yummy foot bath, do a compress, get a face wash and put on the back of your neck, and just soak. And just imagine everything coming out of your body that feels heavy. Any thoughts, any emotions, the stuff that we waste energy on. Just feel it going down, down, down. Yeah? And then what you can do, after using that, is layer two very uplifting and powerful oils, Motivate and Cheer. You can put your little elf costumes on and go skipping through life with these two. Be Santa's helper and shower good cheer over the whole world. Right? Have the energy to serve. Ask yourselves, how am I going to serve over this festive season? Who am I going to help? Who am I going to touch? Who can I change the life of in that moment with a smile? Who can I maybe gift oils to or food hamper to? Or make a beautiful meal for? How can I change lives? What soul am I going to weave into the fabric of their being? See, as we serve others, we serve ourselves. Yeah? So the fastest way to take you out of a funk or get you out of that feeling of stuckness in that valley of despair is to serve, actually. Because it brings us into our joy. It's our natural state to serve, to love, to be enjoyed. So it's time now to reclaim your birthright. So instead of wasting energy at the end of the year thinking about all the things you could have done, should have done, would have done, and I'm such a terrible person because I didn't, how about you just say, what can I do now in this last month that's just going to pack a punch for life, that's just going to give and give and give to others? What can I do? So today something you can do is you can donate to Operation Underground Railroad. Paul and I are matching all donations. I just want to remind you. So far we have what, Kirsten?
$730.
Come on, let's take it to 1,000. Can we do that? Keep donating. Take it to Kirsten or myself or Jessie or put it in the box. Paul and I would love to match that with another 1,000. Would you like that? That's $2,000 to those wee kids. Paul told me yesterday that these children, do you know what Operation Underground Railroad is? It's children taken at a young age and are forced to enter the sex trafficking industry. You understand? It's horrific. Yesterday Paul told me that, terrible numbers, I hope I'm quoting right, that it's 40 to 50 times a day that some of these have to endure the act. 40 to 50. Most of us wouldn't even do that in a year. What's it meant to make you laugh? It's mostly women here, so okay, but can you see the horror of that? Can we please give to these children? We give to this organisation, every cent goes to it. doTERRA 100% behind it, we trust doTERRA. We were there and we heard this amazing man speak about this cause that he's 1,000% behind and he started. So let's take the energy away from us for the festive season and the woe is me and I should have, could have been better. If only I had done this or had done that. Let's forgive ourselves enough to step into and onto the path of the heart to fully serve others. This is where Paul and I are investing our incredible abundance that we give thanks for every day that comes from sharing these essential oils. Our presidential diamond, Jessie will tell you, been 2 months running now. For Paul and I, it's been a year. December was when we first went presidential diamond. Our presidential diamond, there's enough abundance to go around. It's finding where you want to put it, right? You understand what I mean, yeah? Whereas this, it goes 100% to them. Healing hands, for every dollar you put in, every cent of that dollar goes to the cause. Isn't that beautiful? doTERRA cover the running costs. So let's give generously. We're at what? 730. So we just need another what? 270 to make it to 1,000. Jessie's already put 50 in. I'm going to challenge her to whack in a bit more. I'm going to challenge her to help Paul and I match this. What do you reckon, Jess? If they pull 1,000, should we put $1,000 in each?
I'm already donating several thousands mine.
I put it on the spot. So why don't we give and give and give from our hearts? Make food for those who need it. Give oils for those who need it without expecting anything in return. Share from your hearts and make a difference to someone's life every day. I'm going to pass around the Roman chamomile and Melissa. Smell them on their own and smell them together. They're a beautiful, beautiful song together. Roman chamomile traditionally is one that has been used for sleep, for deep rest, for teething, for adults and little ones. It's like a balm to the heart and to the spirit. Melissa helps the soul to soar again, helps the soul's whisperings to be heard again by the human soul. It helps to take us out of that despair that we can sometimes go into as humans. That dark, dark, dark valley that we can enter into. Melissa can help to shine a light. When you combine the two together, you can add other oils to it from the aromatherapy, the emotional aromatherapy kit. You can add frankincense. You can add any of the big trees, some floral notes or citrus, or just use the two together. They're safe for us and our children and the elderly alike. So you can anoint yourself as you need to go deeper into meditation with Melissa and let her be a balm unto your soul. Enjoy the festive season. Celebrate with absolute joy. create succulent meals for yourself and give beautiful gifts to others made from your heart, or that you've bought maybe from your doTERRA account that you're sharing with others, and give from your hearts. Let your story come out in your life. Thank you so much, everyone.